Happy Canada Day and welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Sweet Acres Koi Farm, and this is one of several channels now that focus specifically on koi, which is something I have a lot to learn about, but lots of our friends are either already doing things with koi or other fish or are thinking about it, and that's kind of cool. This is something that's developed over the last year or so. Sweet Acres Koi Farm is working on 1,300 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards that milestone. We know they're thinking about it right now. They're going to give us all the ins and outs of looking after koi, setting up, preparing, and the pond and other accessories that we need to look after them. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here and put this into a special playlist I use called my catch-up list. It's just a fun name for a playlist I use to keep or get caught up with creators by watching their videos. Sweet Acres Koi Farm as well has got shorts over here that have already gotten into 3,900, 7,800 views, 15,000 on one of these, and then live streams on the channel as well. It's been a while since I've caught them, at least a month, but hopefully I'll catch them again soon. I've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. Greenland Quilter Katie, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. I know we got quite a few channels in the chat already, so thank you everybody for coming in early. And thank you, Greenland Quilter Katie, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, your channel will be the next one that we look at after I put up Jane Litterick Living Skies Vintage and Creative. I just spun the wheel. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly again. And Scratch and PPA and Just Jason Keto, along with Canadian Family Life, are all at the top of the wheel as beloved and dedicated moderators here. So Blez and Magic of Healing Jimena are both on the wheel also. And then Crafty Witch 232 and Tim Mitchell are early in the door. So thank you both for being here. I know Jesse Journals and Unboxes is in the house. That Eisenberg is here. In the kitchen with Janine. Good to see you in the house. Forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time here in Tuber Chat.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
Unless I'm mistaken, and that's our friend Janine's Life. She might have changed the name of that second channel, if I'm not mistaken. Cali King 916 from Sacramento is here. Andy Aceflaw1 has been with me from the beginning, literally like 6 years now, since before Tuber Chat was even a thought, if you can imagine that. Ruby from Rushing Wind Mountain is in all of our premieres and live streams. I've run into them at least twice today, I think, as well. And they did a live. I don't know if they're still doing it. Red Lipstick Vibes, good to see you in the house as well. And yeah, that's my mistake. In the kitchen with Janine, I should have known it's Janine's Life with a second channel. And yeah, it takes me a second to get to get these things down, I think. And then Palazzo Place, good to see you in the house. I know you were here early and dropped a comment, so I appreciate that also. And then when we look at Jane Litterick, Living Skies Vintage and Creative, we see a creator who's going to bring us along with them while they go thrifting and shopping. They're also going to bring creative pieces and coloring pages, they tell us. There'll be lots of creativity here. And it's interesting that they take us with them to find lots of budget-friendly ideas, sometimes vintage things, as we can see from some of the thumbnails that you've got here. Jane Litterick's been with us for many months now. And then when we get into shorts videos on this channel, we see that these bring a little more variety, including some outdoor content we saw there for a second, getting into 2,700 and 4,600 views. which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel as well. So it's been a couple weeks since I've caught you. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. We've got notification bells on for every single channel, and again, that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Yellow Shirt Dad, that's Gene. He brings us the joke of the day several times a week.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
The Debbieist is in the house, the Debbie Way Gaming. And when we look at the screen, Greenland Quilter Katie is up right now. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel like we always do. Bells and Stars, good to see you in the house. I feel like I've seen your channel before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken. I believe we've run into each other in other people's live streams or premieres, but it's great to have you here. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. For anybody brand new or waiting to get into the chat, the instructions are always in our video description so you can make the most out of your time here. The Black Widow's Web, thanks for coming over. From Michael's Adventures, I will put you on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Greenland Quilter Katie has been a member for as long as I can remember already. They've been with us for a year now, and when they started coming into the Tuber Chat channel, I started seeing some of the videos that they've got giving us a beautiful look around Greenland. We've got mountain views there, we're on the water, we've got glaciers and icebergs and a lot of winter weather, but they've also got a podcast on the channel. They've got some shopping videos. They were doing something a little different over the Christmas season. And then they've got shorts on this channel as well that give us more of a look around Greenland. Some of these have gotten into 2,200, 2,900, 3,100 views. And then live streams on the channel as well. And they're live frequently. I thought that said they were live just a minute ago, but that might have been a mistake. So it's been a few days, but they seem to be on almost daily now. They're on like every other day. And with a StreamYard full of friends. StreamYard panel full of friends is what I meant to say. And Greenland Quilter Katie is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I say that Heisenberg's making me laugh in the chat. Probably Jesse too. I bet you Jesse's heard them all. Tampa's Creek Homestead and more is continuing that gold membership. Thank you for that. That means their link will be dropped every so often here in the chat, and their channel seen every single day like silver members in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. Kathy is in the house. Juice is here. Juice might be here for the first time, but I wonder about that because it's a popular name for a channel, so forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it's good to have you here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, and we are going to look at the Debbieist of the Debbies right now.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
And the Debbie Way Gaming is somebody who's doing multi-live streams. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw them doing vertical and horizontal live streams at the same time, which is really cool because that's something that all channels can do. And it gives you the opportunity to catch the people who both enjoy vertical live streams and horizontal live streams. I know that goes without saying, but just for the sake of mentioning it, let's say. So the Debbie Way Gaming, I thought I just caught you live the other day. Am I mistaken? Maybe I'm wrong about that. I thought I just caught you. But I've got notification bells on for every single channel. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 21,000, 32,000 views on some of these mobile games, which is really, really cool. And then videos on the channel, they've put out a few this week. I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about that helps me keep or get caught up with creators. Then yeah, the Debbie Way Gaming, I thought I was just in your live stream, unless you had one that you deleted or something, but maybe I'm just completely mistaken. We got a lot of gaming friends, but the Debbie Way Gaming's been with us a long time. And Travel with Josie Ann, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to saying hello to everyone. The Gen X Effect, good to see you in the house. And let's think about spinning the wheel. Move it a little bit quicker than we usually do.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
I forgot to do something today. Maybe you guys want to see how to set up a timer in Nightbot. So Nightbot is one of the most popular chat bots. We use 4 of them here. We use Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Botrix. And they all have different things that I like about them, but the biggest reason why I use more than one, or all 4, let's just say, is because if one of them doesn't happen to work one day, then we can use another one to pick up the slack. There's PK Adventure Travels. Let me get them onto the wheel. And then we're going to look at Crafty Witch 232 in a second here, but I want to do this right away. And when we look at Nightbot, this is the new dashboard. It looked a little bit different a few months ago, but they've changed this over. Consume the Goodness, good to see you in the house. The Confident Quilter. Gladys L. Paul, good to have you in the house as well. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. And Michael's Adventures, of course, our beloved and dedicated moderator is here. I think I forgot to say hello. He sent over a raid from his premiere earlier. And then PK Adventure Travels. Hopefully you're doing what you need to feel better. When we look at Nightbot, one of the things we talk about is timers. And all of the chatbots seem to allow this. And what we can do is, like, for instance, I've got a couple here that are saved. We're looking forward to our 900th episode that will be coming up in a few months. If the internet's buffering, I can turn this one on. Our gold members have links like Tampus Creek, Homestead, and more that get dropped every 20 or 30 minutes. But if we want to add a new timer, these are messages that come through the chat once in a while, and you can change the intervals. But today it is Canada Day, and I should have said something about this, so I'll just say Happy Canada Day. And if you're on a Mac, you can hit your function E and your emojis will come up so that you can quickly put that in there. We'll put this not at 5 minutes, but I'll put it at 11 minutes, let's just say. Now, when you can change this up to, I think, 60 minutes now. I'm not sure if you could do 120 anymore. Yeah, it has to be 60, right? But I'm going to put it at 11 minutes, let's say. You can set something here that says lines. What this is a number of chat messages in the chat in between the time that Nightbot talks, so that it's not constantly hammering itself, right? So we've all seen chats where Nightbot's just going crazy, or the other chat bots, and it's just message after message after message. It's almost hard to read the chat. This separates that. So Nightbot will not say this unless there's at least 20 other chat messages since the last time it put a message in the chat, if that makes any sense. I'll click create, and there it goes. So that timer is ready to go, and hopefully 11 minutes from now or sooner that thing will drop. Down the road, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I know I missed some activity in the chat. Coastal Waters in the house. I caught her early this morning for a live stream. I'm up earlier than ever these days, so I'm able to catch some friends I've been missing lately. Tampus Creek, Homestead, and more also gifted a membership, so thank you for that extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away when those things happen, so we're going to put Tampus Creek, Homestead, and more up right after Crafty Witch 232. They actually dropped a couple of gifted memberships, and there comes Tim Mitchell just hammering the gifted memberships again. They've both done that before, and thank you both for the extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, of course, but very much appreciated. I know all the recipients will be happy to have those, and for any of those people who have picked up gifted memberships or come in after they realize they've received them, I will put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Motivated One-Legger, good to see you in the house. So Blessed by Jess, good to see you in the house, and it might be your first stream, so I hope you enjoy your time here. And the best success for anybody fairly new or brand new today is always made in making the first move, reaching out to other creators with a simple hello, start a conversation, and do all the things for them that you wish they would do for you, and I promise you they will turn around and do the same thing in return. We always give much more than we expect to receive, knowing it will be returned afterwards. Demoose, 1829, good to see you in the house. I run into them all the time, supporting other people. Jose Fantasticville picked up a gifted membership. I'll get them onto the wheel right now. And over the course of the stream, we're still going to be here for more than another 2.5 hours. I will add names to the wheel from our chat list. It's always based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. So the key is literally just talking to other people. That's all it takes. Homebody Trish, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. So Crafty Witch 232 is up on the screen right now. And this is a creator named Andy. She's on almost every single evening. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it's evening for me. And what she is going to do is bring a ton of creativity. So cross-stitching, crochet, 3D printing, jewelry making, perler beads, a lot of sewing on the channel. When we dig through the videos, you're going to get an idea from the thumbnails, some of the creativity here. A lot of a mix of 3D printing and crochet is what I found more than anything else here. Tons of pop culture references. And it's interesting to know, I'm sure a lot of people will wonder, yes, she actually makes a lot of this stuff for the purpose of selling, which is great to know, and then live streams as well. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've caught you, about a week and a half, but like I said, she's on every single day, basically, sometimes for hours upon hours. Didn't she do a 12-hour live stream, or here it is, 8-hour live stream the other day? And lots of creativity there, and she does a great job of keeping up with the chat as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Crafty Witch 232 and see exactly what she's doing over there. I'm going to get Tampa's Creek Homestead and more ready to go.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
So consume the goodness, drop the super chat so that we will look at another channel. Motivated One-Legger is in the chat. I can't remember if they've ever been on the screen, but I know they've been in the chat before. I'm certain of it. Bella's Whisper Farmstead Kristen is in the house. Blessing Through Connection is a brand new channel from Blessed to Crochet, where they're going to allow and encourage people to connect in the same way we do here in Tuber Chat, or a similar way. So we're actually going to raid into that channel right after Tuber Chat. So 2.5 hours from now, for anybody that has the time to stay, or if you're leaving and coming back, you'll have more of an opportunity afterwards to continue connecting the same way. Lucy Warren's World, good to see you in the house. I caught them live earlier today as well. Oh, I was mistaken. Motivated One-Legger, maybe we've seen each other somewhere else, or maybe I'm mistaken. I thought I was familiar with your channel, but I could be wrong. I've been corrected before. And then Tampa's Creek Homestead and More is up on the screen right now. This is a grandmother and granddaughter duo. They give you lots of information on their About section. They are literally just living a simple country life and sharing that with us. The host actually has a lot of guests on the channel with them. They do a lot of StreamYard panels, and then sometimes it's grandmother and granddaughter together, maybe other family joining them. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 8,600 and 13,000 views. A couple of these are just over the last few months as well, because this used to be their most popular shorts video, and it's always cool to see channels progressing where we put the shorts page up and then we see new shorts taking the first and second positions and beyond, if that makes any sense. When we look at live streams, we see that they are live frequently. Pardon me while I hold in a sneeze here. And they're live actually almost every day, every other day or something like that. It looks like they've got a few set up. We set notifications for everything we see, including live streams and premieres. Even though we have the notification bell on for every channel, that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch each other as often as possible, if that makes sense. There's Blessed to Crochet right there. I'm going to put their channel on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then Tempest Creek Homestead and more. First of all, thank you so much for those gifted memberships again. They've done that kind of thing countless times before. And thank you for keeping your gold membership going, because like I said, their link is dropped every 30 minutes or so in the chat. We saw that with the Nightbot timers there. And then their channel is seen every day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, like our silver members as well. Gil's Southern Living, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Jeremy D-Day is another creator who's been with me from the beginning, probably 6 years by now. And PK Adventure Travels, I did get you on the wheel. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Vintage Style by Joe, I caught her live earlier today as well. I was on there for a while. And Embarkation Nation is in the house as well. So again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Now, Tim Mitchell is coming up next. He also gifted a handful of memberships today. He's done that kind of thing countless times before already. And I know I keep saying it, but we always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel after a short list of creators. We're going to look at Motivated One-Legger and Consume the Goodness, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel soon after. I just put Handicap Traveler and Super Rainbow Queen on the wheel. Hannah Rebecca is in the house, vlogging in the truest sense of the words, if that makes sense. And then what we'll do right now, we'll take a break. We'll go for 3.5 minutes, and we'll come right back. Right before we do that, I'm going to play a clip from our interview series. These are videos now on the Tuber Chat channel, and they're listed in a playlist and as a podcast. And they're extremely informative because all of the creators that I spoke to in those interviews are longtime friends of ours. It's really just friendly conversation. But I tried to ask their opinion without adding a lot of my own, knowing that they know exactly what we need to hear. They've been with us for years, like I said. They've all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
So, Edna, thank you for all of this. You mentioned comments earlier quickly, and that's one of the things that comes up in every interview. Of course, we're going to talk about likes, views, subs, and everything else, but comments are a very important part of our interaction with our audience. So what can you tell us in your experience of 8 years now about how to entice more comments on your video shorts and streams?
I can't remember who told me this, but years ago somebody told me, I think I was watching like somebody that I always watched, and one of the things that they said to grow your channel was to always give your audience a job to do.
Okay.
Always give them a call to action, because that's going to keep the people engaged. So if I'm talking about cruising, and then you just kind of have to know how to just ease it into your sentence. So it's like, thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. But then also, if I'm talking about a specific thing, like the slot pool, I'll say, have you ever participated in a slot pool? Leave a comment, let me know. And say that. And it's like you're just saying it so naturally that people aren't even realizing that you're making them be engaged, because now they want to tell you their experience.
Yes.
The slot pool. If I'm doing regular life vlogs, like I'm notorious for not liking to try new things. So everybody's always trying to make me eat new foods, and I'm like, have you ever eaten this? What did you put? We have a big debate about grits. I don't know if you eat grits. Does sugar go on grits, sugar or salt? So that's always, give people something to talk about, and they'll have to, give you their experience. Another thing is to sort of have like an intro and an outro. if I'm doing a live stream or whatever, it's just like, hey guys, come in. If I'm doing a video, it's, hey guys, happy whatever day it is. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. If I'm doing a sit down video, then I say, hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for clicking this video. Because I feel like a sit down is so much different than a vlog. With
Certainly.
the vlog is like me talking to my friends. Hey y'all, this is where we're going to Target today. Let's walk around Target. But if I'm sitting down, that means I'm doing something real specific. I'm only talking about what the topic is. So Thank you for clicking this video, because you have an interest in this particular topic.
very lucky. I live in Niagara Falls, Canada. We have fireworks every single day during the summer months at 10 p.m. We get a 5-minute show every single day. I filmed it a couple of times, and then tonight for Canada Day they'll do an extended, it's either 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something like that, but we can hear them from where we live as well. We're literally less than 20 minutes from driveway to driveway to the Niagara Falls that everybody knows from TV and movies and things like that. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house, and yeah, happy Canada Day to all of our Canadian friends again, of which I am one. I just want to commend somebody to everyone. If you haven't had a chance to meet Gail Southern Living yet, she's somebody who's been with us from the beginning. She cares very much about homesteading and all things homesteading. She started a few different channels, but she is very well known, in my opinion, as somebody who focuses on connecting other creators. Somebody was just talking about her again today or yesterday because of it. I think she was on panel with somebody, and forgive me, I just can't remember which stream that was. But Gail Southern Living has collaborated with dozens and dozens, and if not hundreds of other channels, and she puts together some of the largest collaborations that we've seen, up to well beyond 60, 70, I think even 80 channels worth of creators. When we look at our list, we've got to look at Motivated One-Legger in a moment. Consume the Goodness dropped a super chat for that. We'll do that in a minute. Izzy Pop also dropped another one. We will look at that channel. I was on Izzy Pop's live stream earlier with Scully, and they had a couple of guests hopping in and out there. And then Tim Mitchell is up on the screen right now. They gifted a handful of memberships. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel soon. Living Free in Hawaii, good to see you in the house. And Mark the Shark, good to have you here also. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. When we look at what Tim Mitchell's doing, they've got their own channel, but they actually produce videos for 2 other channels, and I'll show you both of those. So I'm glad that this creator's doing content of their own. They're already over 200 subscribers, so we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 we know they're thinking about. Shorts, excuse me, on this channel have done fairly well, getting into over 1,000 views already on 3 of them, one at 1,500, and then live streams on the channel as well. I have yet to catch you for one of these live streams. It's been like a month. My time should be settling down. I should be around, at least I'm in the Eastern time zone, but I should be around in the late afternoons a lot more than I have been for the last few weeks. But this creator will often bring us on the road, as you can see, and dash cam footage sometimes does really well. When you have a look at their About section, you'll get an idea of the other channels they work with, and I will show you those right now. Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official. And this creator is Chef CV, and they are going to not only bring us into the kitchen to teach us how to make some delicious looking dishes and meals, but this creator is also going to help us navigate the kitchen and show us some of the appliances or some of the cookware we're going to have to get involved with. And they've got a glorious looking Wheel of Misfortune, a real life wheel behind them, which I can't help but mention every time. Shorts, they're posting quite a few of these now, which is great. They've gotten into 600 views on the way to 700, and one over 1,300 views. That's a fairly new one, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel. There's the Wheel of Misfortune being featured in the thumbnails there. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I haven't caught you for a live stream in a few months, but I think you're on later. I think you're on past my bedtime, if I'm not mistaken. 6 p.m. PDT. Yeah, it's probably right around then. So I'm going to have to try to keep an eye out for an extra hour or two one of these nights and see if they're on. Because Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official seems to be on fairly frequently, at least once a week. But they got another channel here, the Unofficial Official Off-Topic Squirrel. And this is where Chef CV is going to bring us complimentary content, a chance to get to know her a little bit better, and then shorts on this channel as well. Feature more variety, getting into 700 views again, and one over 1,000, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel, and they do these occasionally as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with the Unofficial Official Off-Topic Squirrel, along with Tim Mitchell and Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official. And as you can see, they are generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, to say the least. Tim Mitchell gifted a handful of memberships. Again, he's done that many, many times before.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
And thank you, the Debbie Way Gaming, and then Kathy Payne is also in the house, and Chevy Addict, and then it's bad here. Are you like, yeah, bad weather, or did I miss something? Full Half, good to see you in the house again. And Have Cheetah Will View is Patrick. He's been with us from the very beginning as well. And then Lily Gazoo has a Tim Hortons mug. Yes, I can imagine you would love it if you have one, for sure. Happy Tim Hortons Day, for sure. You know, it's ironic. Was it today? It was today. For no reason, I went out and got a coffee. I should just make it at home, but I wanted what they have. So I went and got a Tim Hortons coffee this morning. Maybe that was my instinctive Canadianism, going to do that instead of the Monster that I usually have for breakfast. I'm trying to get my mind into a place where I'll stop doing that. And then Motivated One-Legger. I'm convinced that I've seen this channel before. I thought it was here. It might be somewhere else. I could be mistaken, but they've already got over 3,100 subscribers, which is great to see. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. Then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And we looked at that channel because Consume the Goodness, who's known as Kendra, dropped a super chat so that we would look at them. That's interesting that you've got this walking pad. I had mine somewhere else, and I went to go get it, and I brought it into the house just today. So hopefully I'll start using this thing. Again, these walking pads, they're like treadmills. And work exactly the same way. They're just a little bit smaller, I find, and don't have a handle, so you have to be careful. They're meant to go like under your desk if you have a standing desk or a table or something. I many times have been on there while watching YouTube and stuff like that. You wouldn't know it today, but hopefully I'll get back to that. And then I see another challenge between this creator and others. Consume the Goodness is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, healthy lifestyle, faith-based motivation, as well as keto carnivore meal ideas, and a lot of workouts, including shout-outs for other creators. She did a special video for Tuber Chat once. As well, this is a shorts video that I enjoyed watching. I love pizza, but I love the idea here as well. Something a little more keto-friendly, maybe. And then live stream. She's got one coming up, actually, tonight. Yes, she'll be live in another 15 minutes. So hopefully everybody will connect with her, and I'm not sure if we'll still be on, or she'll still be on when we're finished. We've still got another 2 hours to go, but we'll see. And then Hannah Rebecca's using the walking pad every day. That's good to know. I'm one of these people who likes to buy treadmills and then use them for clothes hangers, and I know that's a common thing to do, but I wish I would stop. We're going to look for Izzy Pop right now, but our Izzy Pop, never wants to come up in the search results. What has YouTube got against your channel? My dear goodness. Izzy Pop has been a friend of ours for as long as I can remember now, and still struggles with the search results after all this time. Thank you again, Consume the Goodness. She's probably not listening, but she dropped a super chat there, and then Izzy Pop came in and did the same thing. So we're looking at their channel right now.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Yoli Motivates, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then Bells and Stars, the best way to meet new friends here in our live streams is always to reach out just one by one, taking your time, saying hello individually to people, And when you can get somebody's attention, because people are coming in and out of here all the time, then you can get a conversation started. And this leads into let's connect with each other. And if you want to do playlist swapping, like Hannah, Rebecca, and a few other people, our moderators will all do it and everything else. Izzy Pop is up on the screen. I joke about the idea, what does YouTube have against your channel? But you notice that the search results are changing, and it seems more frequently than ever before. I used to think that YouTube was giving us like algorithm changes every 6 months or every 4 months, let's just say. And now it seems to be all the time. And what that results in is, you see, when I look for Izzy Pop, this is a creator who's here with us for almost every single stream. Now, some of their videos are coming up. I know that's their thumbnail right there. And then this is theirs as well. So they're coming up in the search results, but just their channel's not coming up #1 for me. And it's so frustrating. But hopefully over time, as we search, find, and click on each other's names, our channels will rise up the search results, and even those with really popular and short names like Izzy Pop will start to become #1 for their name across YouTube. And then, yes, it's not a joke, Izzy Pop, for real. I was thinking out loud when I had said that, and it really has to be frustrating. Big Nasty Seth, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I believe you're here for the first time. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Izzy Pop is going to bring us a lot of entertainment on the channel. This is a different kind of video, so this will be really cool. What we have known from Izzy Pop for a long time is that they've always been known for these outstanding banners, avatars, and thumbnails. And you see they change up the style frequently. They've got a lot of consistency on their own channel, but they've also got this video here where they're going to show us how to make a banner with Canva. And Canva is obviously a very popular tool. If you haven't heard it yet, you were about to anyway, but Canva. And that program or that website or that app, if you want to use it that way, is free, literally, and has great resources. Izzy Pop will help us with digital art, digital design tools, and Canva is just one of them. They've got shorts on their channel that have done really well. This is one from their friend Scully Pop, but they've got these vibrant and outstanding thumbnails, even in their shorts videos here. Sometimes on their channel, they post some music and animation, and then lots of live streaming as well, and I caught them for this one here. I catch them frequently. It's been a couple of weeks already, again almost a month, but they've usually got StreamYard panels coming in. They could be reading, they could be narrating, they could be having conversations, they could be giving us some updates. So the content and conversation can go any direction once they get started on Izzy Pop's channel. They're working on 1,800 subscribers right now. They are monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and they dropped a super chat for us, so we put their channel up on the screen right away. And then full half, pardon me, I was supposed to put your channel on the wheel. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do it right this second.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
And forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. When we look at buying space, this is a longtime friend as well. Pardon me, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is also in the house. That is Charlene Heel, and Missouri Outlaw Randy is here. I'm going to put them both on the wheel because they both happen to be members. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly, and I know I say it a million times, but we always put super chatters and membership gifters up right away when those things happen. Buying Space dropped a super chat there. And when we look at what they've got going on their channel, they've got a few unboxings lately. I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list here. They've got some information on their About section. They've been a friend of ours for years, and they start with positivity. Their focus is keeping items from ending up in the landfill, which is an interesting way of putting things. I noticed that when you have, when we go through, let's say, our local hospital around here, the garbage cans will have, like, you know, recycling, cardboard, and landfill to remind us everything you put in there is not going to be good, let's say. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,400, 3,100, 5,000 views. I run into Buying Space frequently. They're out supporting other creators all the time as well. Lots of people who are doing a lot of live sales, like auction sales as well, and things like that. So we see that they're on frequently. So they've been on more than once a week for the last few weeks, more than a few times a week actually for the last little while. So hopefully I'll catch you for these. They've got one coming up next week. I'm not sure if they're going to do one before that, and nice and early. I'm up early these days, so hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Buying Space, obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then it's time for me to start spinning the wheel again, so let's do that.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
So Faith Marie Unscripted just dropped a super chat as well. Thank you for that. I'm going to put that channel up next. I also see Philip Lemon is in the house. High Country Homestead is here. Happy Canada Day to all of our Canadian friends and everybody who's thinking about Canada Day today. We're actually going to be streaming on Independence Day as well. That was unexpected. Just fell in line with our calendar, so I'm happy we've got a couple of special days. Scratch and Pete PA is up. I already spun the wheel. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator here. He's been with us from the beginning. And this creator puts an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. We just watched his video earlier today. I realized when I left the comment, I talked about the crossword ticket. That was part of his giveaway. When you look at Scratch and Pete PA's thumbnails, you wonder what these question marks are at the bottom. But that right there, spoiler alert for everybody, is a hint about the giveaways that happen in his video series, and he did that today. So, Scratch and Pete PA has always been known for his video editing skills from his very first production. He's got presentation at the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by these colorful and vibrant thumbnails. His banner's updated every single week, if you can imagine that as well. Now, he premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, and if you can catch us for one of these premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the TuberChat family. Faster than what we've got here, faster than almost any other that we see. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Hilda DC, Garden State Gardener, and a few select others. It is very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Every moderator on this channel is a longtime dear friend of mine, and they're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. One of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in TuberChat. So I hope everybody will connect with Scratch and Pete PA. On top of his videos, he pits 2 lottery tickets against each other, actually. What he does every week is gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. And then he's got shorts on the channel where he took a trip to Italy a couple of summers ago and expanded the content here, bringing us some vlogging style shorts and some Italian lottery tickets as well. And then his very first live stream came from that vacation also. So I know a lot of people will be excited to see the additional content on his channel. Hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and Pete PA and push him towards the 2,500 subscribers we know he's thinking about. We know he's monetized as well. And Tracy's Local Learnings, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I feel like I recognize the name of your channel, but forgive me if I'm wrong if this is your first time here. And then, my dear goodness, we are moving pretty quickly today, which is great. Let's have a look at Faith Marie Unscripted. They just dropped a super chat a moment ago.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream. pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
And then Faith Marie Unscripted is up on the screen right now. So this is a brand new channel for us here. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Kathy Wiseman is in the house. I've got them on the wheel. Carmelyn for the win. Carmen is also here. And again, I know I say it a million times, but hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And forgive me, Tracy's Local Learnings. Yes, thank you. You have been here once before. But thank you for reminding me. It takes me a while to get to know channels, but I try. So hopefully the stories get better and I get to know channels a little bit better as time goes on, if that makes any sense. Rainy Ridge is in the house. Let me get them onto the wheel right now. And Living Large with L Crew is another creator who does vlogging in the truest sense of the words, like I mentioned with Hannah Rebecca. Vlogging is one of the most popular genres, obviously, on YouTube, along with things like travel and cooking and do-it-yourself videos and things like that. So let's have a look at the wheel. I think I'm going to spin right now, but thank you again, Faith Marie Unscripted, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We'll go for a break for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from that interview series that I always talk about. These are conversations that go on anywhere from an hour to 2 hours long, extremely informative, because these friends of ours that I was able to talk to give all of the information that they feel that we need, knowing that they're going through the same things that we are. They've literally been here in the Tuber Chat family for years, and they've all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
You mentioned the idea of shorts, so that gives me an opportunity to jump right into that. So, in every one of these interviews, I'm asking about opinions, about shorts, how we can get them to work for us. But you're the first creators that I'm talking to that have broken off into a shorts channel. I also noticed that you took the shorts off of the original channel. I'm assuming you uploaded the same ones over there, and now you have over 350 shorts on that channel. At last look, it was I think your fastest moving short video on the shorts channel, which is Unstable TV Shorts, has 22,000 views, and you're already at 768 subscribers. So the biggest thing that I think people are going to be wondering about that is, how do you feel about your decision to break your shorts off into their own channel?
So the reason we did it in the first place was because we felt like the shorts were distracting from our long form videos, because we were getting a lot of views and attention on the shorts. But while we were doing shorts and long form at the same time, it's kind of like the long form was pushed to the back.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So that's the reason why we split off into a shorts channel by itself. So we kind of use that for just, skits and memes and stuff, and then we use it for promotion videos for our main channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you said some of our highest viewed videos on the shorts channel, they are clips from our long form videos with the link in it to send it back. So we just kind of felt it didn't sit right with our channel to have it all together. So we said we'd try and split it and see if it worked.
Yeah, because when we first put them up, we had like you're saying about the YouTube algorithm and stuff, and when you're watching the metrics go up and down. When we start putting the shorts up, the videos that would usually go up and probably after a week they perform the way they done were pushed to the back. But how we felt from how we were watching our analytics, for anyone watching, do make sure you check your analytics out regularly. It does help.
Yeah.
And there is a research tab as well, so check that out as well. It helps with your channel. To get an idea where your viewers are coming in and what they're researching as well.
Yeah.
Just a tip for everyone. On the main channel, it didn't sit for us, but even like scrolling up and down and like how it looked, we didn't like it. But we used the shorts as kind of a voice, like, you know, say things you can't really say on the main videos that might not like go with YouTube's policies. Like, we have a lot of fun with like pranking each other and stuff like that. Like, what we have noticed though with our shorts, anything to do with relationships or like pranks wise, that like skyrockets for us.
Wow.
But if we do like, say like a trend of meme, sometimes we might get something and sometimes not.
Yeah.
But we've learned that like shorts really help us have like, you know, them crazy ideas where you just get a bit wild when you're filming on YouTube and you're like, I want to do this, or maybe this might look funny. It's kind of to make ourselves laugh and then just go that direction with it and just come up with crazy stuff then.
right, we are just about back, and I'm going to spin the wheel right away. Kathy Wiseman is somebody who's got a membership right now, and this account has just a few community posts so far. We can see that they're connected to a couple of our friends, and they've already got 71 subscribers. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe right now and put the notifications on, and then the idea is that if they decide to make content, they'll already have a bit of a head start, and that will be great. So we'd love to push them a little bit farther if we can. Mel Runs Things is next up.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
And then, Handicapped Traveler, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. Broke but bountifully blessed Carol, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. What I did was clean up the wheel a little bit, so I removed a lot of names from the wheel. For any of our members or moderators that are still listening or watching, just please be active in the chat and I'll get you right back on there. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Now, Mel Runs Things is up on the screen, and this is another creator who's here with us frequently. Over the top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, not just here on our copyright-free music channel, my personal channel as well, I believe. Mel Runs Things is living her best life over 50. This creator is bringing us lifestyle, family, cooking, fitness, running videos, and more variety. So they got a diamond painting kit, which will be interesting to see. We got lots of friends with either diamond painting channels or that do some diamond painting in their videos. I'm going to grab the latest video that they've got here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get or stay caught up with them. And then shorts on this channel. They've done one so far, and then live streams over here as well. They're going to do some diamond painting as a live stream. That'll be interesting to see in a few days. So hopefully everybody will connect with Mel Runs Things. They do live streams fairly frequently, as a matter of fact. And I'll be looking forward to catching one of those. So 1,200 subscribers is the next milestone they're going to be looking for. We want to push them a little bit closer to that if we can. And we'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Oh, and then thank you so much, Faith Marie Unscripted. Yes, between The Source and Are You Locked In, those are a couple of creators who just started coming into the Tuber Chat family barely 2 or 3 months ago and have already been sending all kinds of friends over, and I really do appreciate that. I'm great to see people, using their powers for good and promoting other channels and helping each other connect, and they've been doing that since I've known them now. So thank you for letting us know, though, as well. Canadian Family Life from New Brunswick is up on the screen. This is a creator named Tiffany. You might recognize her because she's featured on so many other channels, usually in StreamYard panels, and I run into her all the time when we're bouncing in between premieres and live streams in the chats. And then when we look at what Canadian Family Life is doing on their channel, the whole family gets involved. Her husband Chris has his own channel called Chris's Creation Fun. I'll leave it to you to find that as well. But she's going to bring us food bank grocery hauls, a lot of cooking videos like this banana bread that was done today. Kristen was baking today some more bread and some blueberry loaf that I am crazy about. She started making blueberry muffins a while back, and then she made it into like it looks like this banana bread, but it's blueberry. Oh my dear goodness. And then Canadian Family Life, it's like they're motivating each other or something, I think, behind the scenes here. Canadian Family Life is going to do a lot of Happy Meal videos, shout outs for other creators. The whole family gets involved, like I said, whether it's videos or live streams. Sometimes husband and wife will challenge each other here. Canadian Family Life has been known to do some vlogging as well. They have an impeccable container garden. and we see that worked on frequently. They've got shorts on the channel as well. These have gotten into 2,800, 3,200, 5,600 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel as well. And Tiffany's usually on occasionally every few months, so she's the kind of creator who's so supportive to others. She can go live whenever she wants, and she'll have a flood of support coming into her live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Canadian Family Life, like I said, from New Brunswick. And you know, we talked about Scratch and Pete PA already today. Canadian Family Life, Just Jason Keto has yet to be seen. These are all fellow Canadians. There's several. It's quite a decent percentage, to be honest with you, in the Tuber Chat family. Canada has about 10% of the population of the United States, but here in the Tuber Chat family, I think our percentage of Canadians is a bit higher than 10%, even taking into account our friends from the UK and Australia and Jamaica and all the other countries. Kyle Vlog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So happy Canada Day to all the Canadians. And then the Black Widow's Web is coming up right now.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
I haven't been talking about analytics for a while very much, but I hope everybody's reading your analytics, like just looking at them, whether it's on a phone or especially on a computer, because the numbers tell a story. You don't have to enjoy it. You know, people like me love to stare at charts and graphs and numbers and ridiculous things like that all day. I know not everybody enjoys it, but if you can look at your analytics at least once a week or as often as you can stand, you will start to see patterns. And it's not always about trying to avoid mistakes or thinking about what are we doing wrong. It's about finding the things that you can see that you know you're doing right, or learning about things you didn't even realize you were doing right, and then duplicating that success a lot of the time. I'm just going to grab the latest video here from the Black Widow's Web. Usually we're looking for videos over 3 minutes when we're connecting, but I'm already connected to this channel, so I would recommend anybody connect with them with a live stream replay over here. Even if you put it into a playlist, go in there, watch it, let it run out, for instance. Not often do people expect us to watch entire 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hour live stream replays. I certainly don't expect anybody to watch, you know, entire Tuber Chat live streams back and things like that. You could, but that's only if you wanted to hear what I have to say about channels and things like that. But the Black Widow's Web, what I usually do is I would take videos. I'm going to do it for them right now just to show you, but I'm going to take this latest one. This is 3 hours, this live stream replay. So I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about. And then I'm going to show you what I do with this here. So I'll go to my catch-up list, and you'll see all the videos that have already been run. That was earlier today. I was watching a lot of those, letting them run out. I finally ran this one. I don't know if Yellow Shirt Dad is still here with Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole. And then here's the videos that started from today with Sweet Acres Koi Farm, our featured channel. What we can do on a phone or a computer, on a web browser, is we can reorder the videos. You see how I can move these now. So I always put the shortest ones at the beginning. What this allows is when I can sit there and watch videos for an hour or half an hour or whatever it's going to be, I have the best chance of watching the maximum number of videos, because all the 2, 3, 4, and 5 minute videos are at the beginning. It's very easy to watch 20 videos in an hour, let's just say. So this is what I do. And then things like live stream replays get run at the end of the playlist. So that's just a little trick. I talk about that frequently, but hopefully everybody will connect with the Black Widow's Web. I know they're out there supporting other creators. I think they were in Michael's Adventures premieres before we came in here today. Nesha Antoinette, good to see you in the house. Mike from Nebraska is back in the house. And then, oh, Hannah Rebecca, I gave you an idea. We swapped playlists a while back. I wonder if you you have, anybody can share, you know, if you have good ideas. This goes for everybody. If you have things that you want to share with me particularly, you can always reach out. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. But I learn from channels every single day. I've been on YouTube for 8 years, and I still want to learn as much as I can. I strive to improve. I strive to return to the fundamentals, because it's easy to get complacent and forget some of the simple things that we need to do, like tags, titles, descriptions for our videos, putting extra work into our thumbnails, of which we can do 3 for regular videos and things like that. These are just ideas. And there you go. Yeah, Hannah Rebecca, using playlists to keep caught up with people. Everybody has the watch later list. Everybody has that. It's a private playlist, and anybody can use that. I use mine because I use 2 different playlists. I use my watch later list for brand new channels, because I just know that that's what I use it for, and that way I don't forget, I don't miss them, and they always get watched, right? Whereas my catch-up list is something I use to keep caught up with creators. That's one that I created. And anybody can do that kind of thing, but this is what I mean when I say that playlists can be a great tool for keeping or getting caught up with your friends, right? You can always make a playlist. You could name them by the day if you want, and say, like, here's Tuesday's playlist. I know on Tuesday I'm gonna go through these videos, because sometimes there's way too many. This is how some of us are getting through hundreds of videos a week. I can get as high as 350 videos a week if I'm watching 2 playlists of 25 videos every single day, which is a little ambitious. It has been done, but that's an example of how we can get through so much content, let's just say. So together we travel. Good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Coastal Waters up on the screen right now. This is the creator who inspired our roll call command that I use for the chatbots to see if they're behaving the way that they're supposed to be and making sure they've shown up for work today. They usually do. I don't know where Botrix is right now. We'll see. Coastal Water is a longtime dear friend. Her and her husband are an interesting couple because they support each other wholeheartedly, even though they have separate channels. They're on each other's channels all the time. And they've been friends of ours here for like 4 years now, I think it is, both. And Coastal Water is going to bring us a lot of cooking videos more than anything else. She also occasionally will do an unboxing or take us for an outdoor adventure. She's got shorts on the channel. These feature a lot of variety. One of them's got 10,000 views on it, which is great to see. But live streams is where I know Coastal Water and her husband more than anything else, because Coastal Water's live almost every day. They do these live streams called Car Confessions, where they literally take us about their day. And when you watch enough of these, you're going to find Panda in the background. You're going to find her husband, Matt, in the passenger seat or driver's seat at times, depending on what they're doing exactly. And once in a while, she does something called Cooking with Coastal. And this husband and wife share responsibilities in the kitchen, so you can catch either of them making similar content that way as well. Backlash Fisherman is a first responder, and he is going to bring fishing first on his channel. You get that idea as soon as we get to some of the videos here. But he does more variety, and even more so than Coastal Water, as a matter of fact. He'll bring us for outdoor adventures. 6,200 views on one of these shorts videos. They'll bring us into their home. Backlash Fisherman will either take us out fishing in all the ways that you can, or he'll bring us a car confession type live stream like what we saw from Coastal Waters channel. There's Panda in the background there. When a nice t-shirt. When we look at what Backlash Fisherman is doing on his channel, he also will occasionally bring up StreamYard panels full of friends and do like a hobby hangout kind of idea. And if you dig through some of these far enough, you'll find Cooking with Backlash, where he'll take the reins in the kitchen as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water, that husband and wife combo. They've both been incredibly supportive to us over all this time. Backlash Fisherman, of course, is monetized. We'd love to push him towards 1,800. Jody Genealogy is Marketplace Boutique with a second channel. And there you go. Yes, Coastal Water, going to work needs to be exciting. I should be doing what you're doing. Most mornings now, I've got a new full-time gig, and my gig takes drives at the beginning and end of the day. So I think about it. I don't know how well that will be received, but I may try. Knights KO, Ghostly Winds is in the house. Oh, pardon me. Neon the Knights KO, Ghostly Winds. They've changed their name just a little bit, but we've known Ghostly Winds for about 4 years, about the same amount of time we've known Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water, actually.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
Handicapped Traveler is coming up right now, and there's an interesting story behind this channel. I'll leave it to everybody to read the community posts to see what has gone on with this channel lately, but they have been dear friends for a long time, and what I really appreciate, I think, more than anything else is the enthusiasm of this creator when we interact with each other, whether it's here in TuberChat, and I happen to be on, and you're saying things in the chat. I always appreciate when people do that, even though I miss a lot of what goes on. I do appreciate everybody's patience, but this is how our friendships are built. This is why things eventually start to feel like family. And you'll hear me use that word a lot. You'll hear all of us use that word on our channels, because it really does feel that way. People miss you when you're not there. People notice when you are not around, and it's nice to have a bit of a pulse check here and there from people just to make sure everything's okay, and to have a great support system when things are not always as bright and beautiful as we wish they were every day. But Handicapped Traveler has been a couple of generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters over all this time. They're at 1,400 subscribers on the channel now, and there will be changes here, obviously, but when we look at videos, I'm going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up and see what happened there. And then shorts on this channel feature more variety, including outdoor winter weather, getting into 2,600, 2,700 views. Live streams on the channel as well. We'll see what's going to come up from Handicapped Traveler. They're usually on about once a month, and we'll be ready when you're going to do another live stream, which I hope you will. And feel free to reach out anytime if you want to let me know you got something coming up. That goes for everybody. Like I said, I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
Living Large with L Crew is up right now, and I mentioned the idea that a couple of creators here, Hannah, Rebecca, and Living Large with L Crew, are doing true vlogging on their channel always. Living Large with L Crew has taken us to a lot of really interesting places, and this is really cool, this electric forest. I followed a couple of these music festivals and things like Tomorrowland, and I don't know if you're into Above and Beyond is one that I often have seen or watched, at least on YouTube and things like that. They have music festivals here in Toronto, but while they get fairly large, nothing like some of the ones that we see on some of the vlogging channels like this. Now, Living Large with El Crew will take us to all kinds of different adventures. Look at this, theme parks over here. They're moving from city to city. They're bringing us on all kinds of outdoor adventures, always smiling, always having a good time. An incredible shuffle dancer. You'll find that out right away. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 11,000 and 12,000 views, one at 25,000. Which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. Celebrating 2,000 subscribers with 2 subs. That's a good way to celebrate. And then hopefully I'll catch you for one of these live streams. It's been a long time since I managed to catch you. But I see they just did one a few days ago. So hopefully you're going to do another one again soon. They seem to do these every month or two. But we've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as possible as well, if that makes sense. Mr. Fulton Mraz, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. They always have interesting news. They got a big birthday coming up in just a few weeks here, so we'll be looking forward to that. Rainy Ridge is going to be the next channel that we're looking at. We still got an hour and a half to go, so plenty of time tonight. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. What we're going to do, though, is take a break right now, and we'll go for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from our interview series from the creator who inspired the series and continues to inspire us today. We're thinking about getting together for a live stream specifically to give reviews of channels, a little bit more than what I do here, which is just promoting. I really don't tell everybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. That will likely never be my intention, but the idea is for anybody that does want some feedback, some of us can get together on a panel, put some channels on the screen. We'll see about doing that sometime soon, either on his channel or my other one, or somewhere around. So we'll keep that in mind. But what I'd love for everybody to do is watch all of these interview videos. Of course, Moz6510 Models inspired the series in the first place. He was one of the first creators in the Superchat family to pass 10,000 subscribers.
Don't forget the people who've got you there. Like, this is why I'm very open with coming on with Superchat, because I remember I only had, I think, about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time.
Probably.
And I got involved in that group, and there's other groups as well. What you know, if you cast your bread across the waters, it will come back. You know, so always, and there's always somebody that I've engaged in on YouTube, totally different hobby, pastime.
Okay.
But we're linked by the ways. But they will know somebody that's scale modeling, and they will mention me to them.
Right.
So there's always that as well. You've got to look at it as, when you're building your channel, always try to give back what you've taken out of it. So that's why if I'm home night, you know, in a weekend, and Tuber Chat, because I've got it notified, if he comes on, I will pop in, give him a super chat, and I make sure I get on that bloody wheel of crap, whatever it is.
There you go.
You know, and so that I've put back in, because remember, I was there as well. I was lowly. If you remember rightly, that one day when I cracked that, I think it was 20,000 subscribers, or what was it, 10,000 subscribers? Because you went up to 5,000, wasn't it? And I said to you, I goes, I'm on 10,000. Am I not allowed to be on your channel anymore?
That's right.
You had to change it, didn't you?
I had to change the intro. If somebody was to go back to the first episodes of Tuber Chat, you would hear me say something along the lines of up to 10,000 subscribers. But when Moz6510 Models crossed the 10,000, I had to change the intro for the whole channel so that I could say, and beyond 10,000 subscribers. And now we're here, and you've doubled that number. You're still growing now. So
it's very slow growth, because as I said, I've taken a month. I wanted to see what a month would do to my channel.
Yeah.
And I was getting 300 to 400 views an hour down to 160 views an hour.
Right.
If I look now, I'm getting 30 views an hour. So but I've done this on purpose. I wanted a break.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back, and now it's back in, and I'm going to start doing it all again now. So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the break when it's needed. What I have found is when we can get to a place of consistency, taking a week off, it seems to take about a month to get the momentum back, but it does come back.
Yeah, it does come back, but I needed the break. I really did. You know, and I think YouTube have cottoned on to this as well. You've seen a lot of burnout recently on YouTube.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, it is a burnout. Yeah, there's definitely that. But you know, we strive to be better, and that's what it can be.
Yeah,
definitely
improving over time.
Improvement is, and also it's good. It's edifying for yourself. You know, it really does boost you up when you get a video that gets 10,000 views. It really does. Like, you know, it's great. But there's also the work and the time you put into it, so it's rewarding in that respect as well.
For sure.
All right, we're just about back, and what I do when we go on those breaks, not every time, but often, is I'll remove some names from the wheel. I know not everybody can be here for 3 hours. I certainly don't expect it. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend, but by doing that, trimming down the wheel a little bit, I can get some names onto the wheel or on channels onto the screen that we otherwise might not have seen. And Jody Genealogy, forgive me, I was supposed to put your channel on the wheel a long time ago. Marketplace Boutique has been a member almost as long as she's been in the Tuber Chat family, which is a very, very, very long time now. But I've got it on there now. I did remove a few names, so for any of our members or moderators that haven't been seen yet, just please be active in the chat. I'll get your name back on there, but it looks like we're going to move a little bit faster than we have lately. Part of this, I'm imagining, is because it's an odd day. We're on Tuesday today. We usually don't stream at this time on Tuesday, and it's Canada Day, so some of our Canadian friends will be out doing other things, and it just happened to fall in line with our every 3-day schedule that we've been on for a while now. Anytime, any place, anywhere. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then Rainy Ridge is up on the screen right now. They're longtime friends and generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, Eric and Tina Rainey, and they have a small woodworking shop, they let us know. They actually do a lot more than bring us the woodworking that they do on the channel, but they do some really fantastic work. When we look at their channel, we see they've long passed their 3,000 subscribers. They're moving pretty quickly here, and we know they're connected to a lot of other channels. There's a vibrant homesteading community. I consider this channel to be a part of that community. I see them connecting with creators in the homesteading groups all the time, and then we see that they've done really well with some of their shorts videos here. So the channel's really kind of moving rapidly, and I believe one of the biggest reasons why, they've got a short here. Look at this, 2.8 million views. I don't remember how much that one had the other day. I meant to keep it in my mind. I'm not sure if it's at 2.8 million and it's there now, or if it's still getting views. Before that, they had some that were already fast moving at 13,000, 18,000, which is great to see. But hopefully everybody here is truly happy for each other. I know sometimes you can wonder to yourself, you know, why does my channel have to take so long to grow? I see other people growing faster than me and things like that. It seems that way for a while, but I promise you there are a lot of other channels not moving as fast as yours. That goes for everybody here. But Rainy Ridge is really doing well, and I hope everybody can share in the literal joy that we have knowing that creators are having these things happen to them, because the more that we see this kind of success with videos and with content, the more we know that it can happen to all of us, right? Hopefully everybody takes that away. Rainy Ridge, so we're happy that they've got a shorts video here at 2.8 million. It's one of the largest we've seen in the Tuber Chat family, actually. And then Rainy Ridge as well is going to do live streams frequently, and they're on every other week, I think they said, right? Is it every Saturday, or did you say every other Saturday? I think they said, if I'm not mistaken. So they'll probably be on a few days from now. We'll be looking forward to that. We got notification bells on for every single channel, and they're monetized. And they said that shorts video is still growing, which is great to see. So yeah, I can't for the life of me remember how many views that had 3 days ago. They'll know, but that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to that continuing as well. And then let's think about spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
Rushing Wind Mountain up on the screen right now. This is Ruby, and this is a creator who's here with us for just about every single stream. They're out supporting other people all the time as well. I run into them pretty much every day supporting somebody. Rushing Wind Mountain is interesting because they're going to bring us from the Pacific Northwest the idea behind almost like ASMR videos, nature based more than anything else, with some wildlife. And the reason why we say ASMR is because it's pleasing audio to go along with the pleasing visuals. When you look at their videos, you'll see they have everything from 1 minute up to 12 hours long, literally. I'm just going to grab the latest video here, though. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up with them. Rushing Wind Mountain posts frequently, and then they have gotten into shorts as well. This is where we're going to find humorous moments, because they've got some wildlife here, getting into 11,000, 13,000, 16,000 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. Now, Ruby has experimented with both vertical and horizontal live streams, or portrait and landscape as we like to call them. And again, from the Pacific Northwest, they're bringing us all sorts of different pleasing audio, pleasing visuals. You get an idea of some of what they're doing here. Some of these fireplaces videos are going to get views, I'm assuming, when the Northern Hemisphere has its winter months. Those videos will probably pick up views again and again and again, year after year after year. So we'll see. And Rushing Wind Mountain, obviously an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Vintage Style by Joe is still in the house. I'm going to put them back on the wheel. And Blessed to Crochet is coming up. They got something really interesting for us to see right now. After Tuber Chat, in another hour and 20 minutes or so, we're going to go and raid into a live stream that they've got set up on a second channel that I'm going to show everybody in a few minutes. And the idea is to focus on connecting in a similar way to what we're doing here. Part-time Planting, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. I think this is your first time here. And then Tina Bailey is somebody that we've seen many times before. Legend667, good to see you here also. I'll put you on the wheel right now. We always put members and moderators onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. A Voice Down Under is also coming in. We'll get them on the wheel, and we'll talk about Blessed to Crochet. So obviously with crochet in the name, we know that there's going to be creativity on the channel, and when we dig through some of the thumbnails, we start to see some of that, especially in shorts videos. I'll show you in a moment. But there's also a lot of spiritual inspiration here, and you get that idea as they're posting fairly frequently. Shorts on this channel, like I said, feature a lot of variety, but the creator smiling, laughing, having a good time, getting into 10,000 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. And then when we look at live streams on the channel, we see that they're live frequently. Even up to an hour ago, they were live earlier today. I haven't been catching these. I caught the birthday one from a week and a half ago, but I haven't caught another stream after that. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel, but hopefully I'll catch you for another one of those soon. And then Blessing Through Connection, is that right? Yes, Blessing Through Connection is the brand new channel from Blessed to Crochet. And this is where they're going to focus on connecting in a similar way to what we're doing here in Tuber Chat. So they've got some shout outs here, it looks like, in shorts video. And then they've got another song from the Suno AI system that a lot of people are using. This is a live stream set up for 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So another hour and 20 minutes from now, we're going to go and raid into that. And then we'll be able to continue meeting new friends and family members in a similar way to what we do here. They're already at 87 subscribers, but we'd love to push them towards the first 100. We know they're thinking about, and we know that Blessed to Crochet is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. And then Knights KO. Oh dear goodness, now you're talking above my pay grade. Ghostly Winds has always had interesting things to say about the Wheel of Doom, and they've been on the Wheel of Doom a million times before. I'm sure they will. If you have any time to spend, Knights KO Ghostly Winds is actually in Australia. It's really tough sometimes for our Australian friends to catch us because they can be up to 12 hours off of our time zone, which means for me it's approaching 8 p.m. For them it's approaching 8 a.m. for instance, I believe. And it depends on which part of the country or continent you're in. A Voice Down Under is up on the screen.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
When we look at a voice down under, this is a creator. I think I caught you for a live stream the other day. Yeah, there we go. Just the other day I caught them for a live stream. A voice down under is somebody I'm still getting to know, an Aussie activist, and they're going to talk about Scientology and a few other things. You know how I was introduced to Scientology? I was traveling through the United States, and I've talked about this many times before. I've spent a lot of time in the northeastern United States, and much of that involved driving to New England and other places. It's 9 hours from Toronto or Niagara Falls, basically, to get to Boston, and then Providence and Hartford I spent a lot of time in as well. But because I had those long drives, I listened to a lot of audiobooks. I've been doing this my whole adult life. And I was walking through, I can't remember what the name of the mall is in Buffalo that's so popular that we go to all the time, Walden Galleria. And they had a display, and I thought it was a self-help book that I was buying, and it wasn't until I even got into it and started listening to it that I realized that it was Scientology. But it's an interesting thing for sure. So there's lots to be learned on this channel. Obviously, I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. We want to make sure that we're connecting with videos that are at least 3 minutes long. So I'm going to grab this 3-minute one right now, and I'll put that into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get another piece of content watched here. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,700, one over 13,000, which is great to see. And then those live streams are fairly frequent, once or twice a month by the look of it. And we know this channel's monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then Life with Wanda, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to saying hello to everyone. We're moving faster than we usually do now.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
When you look in the chat, you see a channel named Jody Genealogy. This is the same creator behind Marketplace Boutique, and she has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here for as long as I can remember, at least a couple years, I believe now. When we look at what Marketplace Boutique is doing, they've actually expanded the content on their channel over the last couple of years, but much of what they do is help us with the idea of e-commerce. Lots of experience with platforms like eBay, and Marketplace Boutique will talk about things like shipping or listing, which are easy tasks to learn and do, but the magic comes in finding the right things to buy and then sell online, for instance, right? Sometimes they'll buy collections of things and split them up and sell them individually. They even take us shopping to show us how they find some of their stuff as well. So I've got the latest video on my catch-up list that will give me a chance to get caught up with Marketplace Boutique, and then I see that they've got shorts here into 14,000, 22,000, and a couple of newer ones at 27,000 and 35,000 views, which is great to see. Marketplace Boutique has always brought pure variety into the shorts videos, but they've also got live streams. So I caught them for a stream the other day. Sometimes they're by the fire, sometimes they're on the water, sometimes they're on the road. And Marketplace Boutique, like I said, is the original channel from Jody Genealogy. And we'll see what she's got going on over here with complimentary content. She wants to bring us history, travel, and other adventures. When we look at what she's got going on, there's quite a few videos here. I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's that playlist we've been talking about today. And then shorts on this channel as well feature even more variety, getting into 2,700 views on one of these, which is great, and then live streams on the channel as well. So she was live earlier today. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. I caught you a few days ago, obviously, alternating back and forth between the channels. So again, that's Marketplace Boutique and Jody Genealogy, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will connect with her. And she always has pleasant things to say about everybody else's channel too. I remember when I was in there just the other day for the last live stream, you were talking about other channels, and she's always like saying nice things that she's noticed about other people's content. So I hope you'll connect with her so you can get some of that support coming back to you as well.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
I'm going to start adding some names to the wheel. So Tibby the Racing channel will be added right now. And then Hannah Rebecca is going to be put onto the wheel. And we'll take it as it goes. We still got an hour, lots of time to put lots of channels on the wheel and the screen. Vintage Style by Joe is somebody who I caught just today, a few hours ago, doing another live stream. And she is always making really interesting things with fabrics and materials on her channel. When you look through some of the stuff, you'll often see things that will remind us of quilting, of course, but she has a lot of other creative ideas. And what she really does that I've caught more than anything else is using a lot of the scraps that otherwise might have been passed on to make really vibrant and colorful things, especially for around the house. You'll get that idea when you go through some of the videos here. Shorts have gotten into 1,500, 2,400, 2,600 views, and then videos on the channel. She's got a brand new one as well from a couple days ago. I'll put that into my catch-up list. Oh, they're making a handful of things here, actually. Sunglass cases will be a cool idea. And then backpacks, totes. I've seen them do things like that before. What were the bags you made that I watched here? They were not, they were for, was it? Oh, Easter. I was going to say Halloween. No, Easter. And then this is one video I talk about with this channel all the time because I thought this was cool. She got a trash bin or garbage can, whatever you want to call that, from, I don't know, Walmart, a dollar store, could have been anywhere, and dressed it up. You know, this is the kind of thing for the sewing room that you can make to be colorful and vibrant and add some personality to otherwise boring things. So Vintage Style by Joe is doing this kind of stuff all the time. They're here with us frequently, and they're working on 2,500 subscribers. Great to know they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to their channel as well. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
When we look at Legend 667, we see a creator that is going to bring us, I believe, gaming more than anything else. But this is interesting. Pokemon card openings here. I can't remember what that was that came through Costco just a couple of weeks ago where everybody was fighting each other. It looked like... it looked like Black Friday, where everybody was jumping all over the Pokemon special card sets and things like that. I myself didn't catch Pokemon like to know why it's as hype as it is, but obviously it's like legendary and just continues to grow and grow and grow. But that's just one aspect of the channel. I'll be interested to hear what you have to say about AI. I'm kind of following that stuff every day. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,500, 3,600, 9,700 views, and it looks like a lot of variety here. Then live streams on the channel as well. It seems like they're doing some gameplay here. I guess they got some in real life live streams as well, which is cool. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. And looks like they're streaming at least once a week, sometimes more often. So hopefully everybody will connect with Legend 667. It's a channel I'm still getting to know, but they're here with us frequently. And then the 5Gs is still with us. Good to see you in the house. Hopefully you're meeting friends today already. I know you've been here for a while today. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. What we'll do right now, though, we'll take another break. We'll go for 3.5 minutes like we frequently do. And while we're gone, we will play a clip again from our interview series. These are videos that are on the Tuber Chat channel now in a playlist. They're listed as a podcast. They're extremely informative. I say interviews, but they're really friendly conversations. And all the creators that are featured are longtime friends of ours. They've literally been with us for years. They've been through all the things we're going through now. All of them have long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
We've had a friendship that's gone on beyond 3 years now. I think we're actually getting a lot closer to 4. And I appreciate your friendship, Lou, of course. But I remember very clearly, I won't forget this, a conversation that we had. You were talking to me about how to grow over the course of all this time. And you mentioned the idea of coming into live streams in the chat, hanging out and having true conversation with people so that you can really get to know people and get known as well.
Yeah, that was way back. Looking back, what I went from 0 to 1,000 to 4,000 overnight, and the 0 to I think it was 82 was a completely different crowd than the 3,000 to 4,000 crowd.
Right.
And in the live stream, the people that are in when you're at 4,000 subscribers aren't the people that you started with.
Okay.
And coming into a live stream, especially a live stream like mine, it's important to recognize the situation. There's a very good chance everybody knows that you're going to have a channel. You don't have to tell them. They can click on your name and look it up. There's a pretty good chance that everybody is going to welcome you if you come in with just a hello. For us, it's an aloha, but just a hello. How are things going? I had a double cheeseburger today, and start or jump into a conversation like that. Instead of just coming in and self-promoting or telling people another channel that you came from, or instinctively trying to drop a link because you're desperate to grow your channel. You'll grow if there's 3 people in that live stream and you sit with them for 30 minutes and just talk about what you did the last weekend, there's a good chance you're going to get into the conversation that you have a channel, or they're already looking at your channel and will bring it up, and you'll get a subscriber without even trying. Less is more in a live stream. Blasting and marketing yourself in another person's live stream get you nowhere. And my live stream is loaded with moderators and tools. I have a team. I have a Monday meeting. Every Monday, a meeting with all my moderators. I have 11 of them. They all do different things. One is engaged in community safety and preparation. One is involved in making sure my content and links get out. Another one is in safety and security. Another one is just a meet and greeter. Everybody has a role to play. So coming into a live stream like mine, and I'm not the only one, coming into a live stream like mine and just blasting where you're from, as where you came from as another channel, or self-promoting, it won't last. So be friendly. I mean, it's a good spot to just say, hey, I went to the river last week and went fishing. It's a great spot to be able to do that. You'll make more friends that way faster.
right, we are just about back, and I talked about vlogging earlier because Living Large with El Crew and Hannah Rebecca are a couple of vloggers that do what we call vlogging in the truest sense of the word. So they bring us about their day or bring us about their week, lots of different variety, bringing us into their homes, taking us out on adventures, and basically giving us a great look into their life. Now, Hannah Rebecca's done a different kind of video here as a reaction for the Jonas Brothers. I'm just going to put that into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with her a little bit. She's posting videos fairly frequently, usually at least once a week. And you get an idea. Here's all her weekly vlogs, or day in my life, which is another popular theme, or weekend vlogs and things like that. And you can see she's always got a million different things going on. And then shorts on Hannah Rebecca's channel have gotten into 1,300, 3,100, 36,000 views on one of these, which is great to see. And Hannah Rebecca is somebody who always engages true conversation here in the chat. Part of me for which I'm grateful. It's the greatest way to rise up my list of channels to get onto the screen as quickly as anybody can. Some days are faster than others. Today's a little bit more of a reasonably paced day than some lately. We had a couple of record days, actually. It's nice to see the channel continue to grow, but some days are a little bit more reasonable. We can get to more channels that way, let's just say. So today's one of those days, and Hannah Rebecca up on the screen again, working on 2,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. I swapped playlist with her a little while back, and I can see now you got a few more videos. So you can see, otherwise I've been through everything she's got because we're running each other's playlists. But that's a great way to gain watch hours and a great way to get a friendship started, which is really the reason I push it so much. So next we're going to look at our Georgia Suburban Homestead, who's just gifting a membership right now.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
When we look at our Georgia Suburban Homestead, we see a creator who wants to inspire us with the idea that we can grow our own food even if we live in a residential neighborhood. They've got a comedic way of putting that, and our Georgia Suburban Homestead has been an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for as long as I can remember. They got another channel, and I'm going to show that to you as well. And I know they mentioned, yeah, it sometimes feels like we want to give up on our channels growing because we wish they would go faster than they do. That goes for almost everybody, I promise you. I know what it's like. When I started the first channel that I ever ran, it took us 6 months to get the first 100 subscribers, if you can imagine. And we've come a long way since then. But a lot of the growth that happens really does come when we're not thinking about it and when we're not looking forward to it, when we're just focused on our content, when we literally look up at the sky if you need to and say, you know, I'm going to keep doing this. It doesn't matter to me how much my channel grows. And I promise you that's where we see some of the growth spurts. But that's just an idea, not saying I'm right. I'm sure you get what I mean by that. My other's Keeper, good to see you in the house. We know that our Georgia Suburban Homestead does live streams with guests coming on StreamYard panels as well, which is great. And they've got a live stream coming up a couple of days from now. So we can set notifications for that, as well as the fact that we've got notifications on for every single channel. And then we'll look at their second channel here, which is I Died NDE, which stands for Near Death Experiences. Oh, and now that, oh dear, YouTube wants to help me out just in case I'm not thinking clearly right now. Let's see what happens if that's gonna, oh, maybe I typed something incorrectly there. Oh dear. No, you got me out of context there, YouTube. I Died NDE, Near Death Experiences. This creator is actually not just talking about their own stories here. They're looking for other people to share stories on the channel. They've already got 60 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the first 100. And you get a few of their stories right now in videos, and then they've got a short, just one that makes me laugh, talking about a glitch. We always know there's glitches on YouTube, and then live streams on the channel. So as they hear more stories, they'll likely bring us more live streams, and we'll be looking forward to that. So hopefully everybody will connect with our Georgia Suburban Homestead and their second channel here, I Died NDE, and we'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Then Timmy the Racing channel is coming up right now. This is a creator who's focused on speed. Of course, they always engage conversation in the chat. They're here with us just about every day. I caught them for a live stream the other day. They must have wiped that live stream out, or maybe that was before they changed their channel. They recently reset and restarted. So what I can ask everybody today as a favor, if you thought you were already connected to Timmy the Racing channel, they literally just started this channel right now. They wiped out the old one, they put the new one up. So you may not be subscribed. Just please check. If you're not, I hope you'll connect with them. They've got shorts over here right now, and some of these have already started to move. 1,100, 1,800, 1,700 views, and then some community posts as well, which is great to see. We'd love to push them towards their first 100, and then let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go on the screen.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
And then Jesse Journals and Unboxes is coming up. I just happened to notice our Georgia Suburban Homestead asking about Susan E. Goulet. I just saw them, and it had to be yesterday or the day before, but it was recent for sure, 100%, within the last couple of days. I can't remember whether it was today or yesterday because I got so many windows open. I know it sounds like an excuse, but it's true. I usually am watching 4 windows of YouTube at a time. It could be 4 streams or premieres, like whatever's on, or running a playlist at the same time. But Susan E. Goulet definitely has been around. Ethan, GD and Roblox, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And they just put up their first video, which is cool. Hopefully we can support them and check that out. And up on the screen right now, we're talking about Jesse Journals and Unboxes. And this is a creator who's been with us pretty much from the beginning. Over the course of all these years, 5 years now, she has unboxed just about anything that can be unboxed, including haul videos and product reviews, and or I say product reviews, but also Happy Mail videos. Hauls is really what I'm thinking of. But this creator's gotten into a lot of subscription services as well. So she's unboxed bath and beauty products, jewelry, snacks, stationery, crafting supplies, and she often shows us the things that she makes, particularly collages and journaling is what she's doing more than anything else right now. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. When you dig through the thumbnails, you start to get an idea of some of the things she's been doing, especially lately, but some of the unboxings that she's done and the different types of things that she unboxes. And then when we get into shorts videos, you find a lot of the products that she's found in the unboxing videos featured here at 1,200, 1,400 views, 2,300 views on one. And when we dig through here, we see jewelry, snacks, stationery, crafting supplies, bath and beauty products. And then when we look at live streams, we see that Jesse Journals and Unboxes goes live occasionally, and this is the kind of creator who's so supportive to other people. Her support for everybody has increased over the years, and that's a tough thing to do as you follow more and more channels. But she can go live any day she wants, and she'll have a flood in her chat. And always with a vibrant community as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Jessie Journals and Unboxes, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And like I said, she's been with us from the beginning. I can't remember how long every single channel has been part of the Tuber Chat family, but there are a lot of people who come through here even every day that have literally been with us for 4 years, 5 years. Even if somebody's brand new today, even if somebody's just been here for a few weeks, the idea is that we can see the future now, and we all know there are generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters willing to support our channels, our content of any kind, and a lot of times our other endeavors as well, years into the future. Just Jason Keto is another over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He's actually a member and a moderator here, and we'll see what he's got going on his channel.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
And then, yeah, Ethan, we have everybody starts at 0. Yeah, I see you just started your channel. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to go ahead and subscribe to your channel in the background. I usually don't do that, but that's okay. And I'm going to take your geometry dash video, and I'm going to put that into my watch later list. And what I'll do is after the live stream today, I'll make sure I go and I watch that for you. But I've already subscribed, so for sure you've got at least one more there. Just Jason Keto is up on the screen right now, another fellow Canadian celebrating Canada Day today. And he is working on 6,000 subscribers now, which is great to see. Just Jason Keto is known for helping us with healthy eating, healthy living, particularly when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's got tons of recipes on his channel. He's very known for these chaffles. He's probably done 100 of those videos alone, but all of his recipes, no matter what they are, if they're snacks or things we can use as a meal replacement or part of a bigger meal, always feature only a handful of ingredients and are really easy and simple to make, not to mention quick, actually. He's got a lot of product reviews as well on his channel, a lot of things that we might find in the grocery or health food stores marketed towards a keto-based diet, and he can help us understand the ingredients and how they're going to affect us. He brings a bit of variety on the channel, so he'll do relevant product reviews of things like Dash Minis, a barbecue, or an air fryer, or he might unbox a GoPro, or he might take us out for adventures to places like Niagara Falls or the United States when he visits and things like that, just to bring a little bit of variety. He's got guests on his channel that join him both for videos and live streams. I'll show you those in a second. And then he's got shorts over here that give us a hint about healthy looking or grilling shorts, getting into 5,000, 6,000, even 22,000 on one of these. I've seen that one, I promise you. It's entertaining. And then live streams on his channel. He's on every Thursday night at 7:30 Eastern. And it could be Jason himself. He might have a guest or a StreamYard panel full of homesteading friends and different things. He tries to mix up the content on his channel. Either way, he's got a vibrant community that supports him with when we have questions and comments in the chat. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and be ready for this Thursday's live stream, and we'd love to push him, like I said, towards that 6,000 subscribers he's thinking about. He's officially on the road right now and monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Every moderator here in the Tuber Chat channel is a longtime dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other's. They all have different channels and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Tuber Chat.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
Hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I think Annabelle TV came in. Good to see you here. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. New Horizons Above and Beyond is another creator who's here with us every day. They've actually got a couple of channels and they mix things up pretty often. They're now at 1,500 subscribers, which is great to see, and on the way towards 1,600. They've got a brand new nature video they put out yesterday. I'll put that into my catch-up list right now, and we see a lot of variety here. They either take us shopping or they're doing some outdoor, bringing us some outdoor adventure. When we look at shorts on the channel, a lot more outdoor content here, but we see that these have gotten into 1,700, 2,200 views on a couple of these, and then live streams. They've experimented with a couple of them, including earlier today, and then they've got a second channel, and I'll show that to you, called Fuzzy Adventures and More. And this is complimentary content where this creator is going to bring us more outdoor footage. We see they got a handful of videos here, and then they've got a couple of shorts to get us started with. So 141 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards their first 200, and it's time for me to add some names to the wheel. So I get the feeling today we're going to get through a lot more channels than we usually do, which is great to see. Kathy Payne is coming up next, and right before we look at that channel, we'll take a break again right now. We're going to go for about 3.5 minutes, and right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from our interview series. This one is from an upcoming episode, one that I'm in the middle of editing. It's a little more work than I was hoping for, just because our internet was really choppy while we were talking, so I have to keep moving the voice in like every clip. And I'll try to get it out as early as I can. I'm guessing a couple of weeks from now as a minimum. I know it's been a long wait, but Be Amazing Sylvia is another creator who shares with us how she's passed her first 10,000 subscribers.
Okay, what I want to do is inform first and foremost. Anytime you make any type of video, you want to inform. You want to tell people a story. You want to show people a story. And when you show and you tell that story, you want to tell how that story affected you. And you want to tell your results.
Okay.
Because seeing is believing. And people want to see what I'm talking about. See what I'm doing. So that's what I'm going to do. And basically, I'm going to make it into a mini series on all of the products I have tried and how they have affected me. So.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's going to be something else to look forward to, especially knowing that you're starting something new now with the experience that you've got. So this is a perfect opportunity for me then to bring you back to the beginning and say, what kind of change have you seen in yourself, in your channel, in your community and audience based on all the things you've done up to now?
When I first started, I was such a green thumb. I didn't know what I was doing. I was all over the place. I promise you, just making videos, rambling, and I look back at one of my first videos and was like, what in the world? You know, it was all kinds of bloopers and everything. And I wanted to be such a perfectionist at the beginning. But as I have walked on this journey, I realized people don't want perfectionists. People want real.
Yes.
So when I make a mistake in a video, I cannot leave it in there. I'll be like, oh, well, I didn't mean to do that, but y'all already know I got an old lady brain. Now, a lot of people who follow me realize that. They was like, Sylvia forgetting the heartbeat. Not Will, because I'm so busy. And I said, y'all already know I got an old lady brain, so we're going to keep that right in there, because what you see is what you get when you visit me. So I've learned that's how I changed. I learned how to just roll with the flow, be genuine, be real, be factual.
Yes.
And I'm not afraid to try new things. I try new stuff all the time. Sometimes it's a hit and miss. Sometimes it's a rock and roll. I did a short about 3 months ago. I think it's at 60,000 views right now.
Oh, goodness.
And I tried another one, that same genre, and it didn't work. That's all right. I'm gonna stay with it, because I think that it's a niche for me, but I just gotta work a little harder at it.
Right.
So don't be afraid to work hard. And if you get one no, people, remember, the next one will be a yes.
There you go. Yes.
right, we're just about back. We're going to look at Kathy Paina, and this creator gives us a lot of information on their About section. They start with Aloha Freedom Tours Hawaii, and they bring us a lot of spiritual inspiration. In their About section, their videos feature pure variety, but they're going to bring us a lot of outdoor content more than anything else. I'm just going to look at the shorts videos over here also and see that this creator's brought us a lot more outdoor footage here. We can see one of their shorts videos is moving right now, 1,600 views, another one with 1,000 there, 1,300 here, 1,200 here. So these are really starting to get some traction, which is great to see. 640 subscribers right now. We'd love to push Kathy Pena towards the 700 we know that they're looking for. They've been a longtime friend of ours here, literally for years. I don't know if it's 3 years or is it longer than that, 4 maybe. And hopefully everybody will connect with them, get some of that support coming back to you as well. I added some names to the wheel. So Philip Lemon, Broke But Bountifully Blessed is there. I'm not sure if Knights KO Ghostly Winds is still here, though I'll put them on if they're still here right now. Savannah Mills is coming up.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
And Savannah Mills is somebody I'm still getting to know, but they've been with us for several months now. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time we've put their channel onto the screen, and they let us know they like all things girly: fragrance, handbags, fashion, food, and of course shopping. I'm just going to grab the latest video that they've posted. That was yesterday, and I'll put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get another piece of content watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the content on the channel, and then over weeks and months by watching videos, hanging out in premieres and live streams, I get to know the content, if that makes sense. And then I'm always happy to get to know creators as well, either here in YouTube or on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Live streams, they just did one today, and hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I don't think I've caught you for a live stream yet, but we've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And Savannah Mills, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who always engages conversation when they're here in the chat as well. Six Bows is back. That's a creator who's been with us about 5 years as well. And Duke City Crew, good to see you in the house. Yeah, Annabelle TV, can you become a province of Canada? Imagine that, right? It's so funny because with all those jokes about the Canada being the 50, what did they say? The 51st state or whatever it was. And when I was a young lad, when I was in high school, we had a marketing class. I think that's where the teacher had said to us that it could be within our lifetime that the Canadian provinces will be absorbed as states. So when all that 51st state nonsense was going on, I was just like, oh yeah, that's it's just to get under everybody's skin. But if somebody was to say no, but perhaps the United States will absorb Canada one day, I'm not saying that I think it's impossible. That's the way I'd probably put that. But I've been very lucky to spend a lot of time in the States, usually only a few days at a time, but I have been over the border at least 150 times. And I've had a great time every time I'm there. I love my American friends. I got family in the States and stuff like this. So wouldn't bother me the least. Charlene Heel up on the screen right now.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
So Charlene Heel up on the screen right now actually has a couple of different channels. She's actually got a few, but I'll show you two of them right now. when we look at Charlene Heal, we see a creator that's going to bring us wellness coaching on her channel more than anything else, positivity, spiritual inspiration. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list right now so I can get caught up with the channel. She's got shorts over here also. These bring us 7,000 views on a couple of them, 7,500 on another, and then live streams on the channel as well. And Charlene Heal's been known to have a lot of guests on the channel or bring us outdoors for inspiration. Sometimes spiritual inspiration, sometimes motivation as well. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. It's been a long time since I caught you for a live stream, but I've actually been on Charlene Heal's channels with her for StreamYard panels as well. We see she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Let me see if I can quickly get over to your other channel from your homepage. I think she features them. This is something I recommend for anybody with more than one channel. I don't want to recommend anybody start more than one, but if you already have more than one, if you can feature your second channel or each of your channels on your homepage, you give an easy way for everybody, first of all, to find them, secondly, to click on them. Snapback Coach, good to see you in the house. And Cricket Peach is up on the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Yeah, Annabelle TV, I can't figure all of that out, but I think a lot of that stuff is just theatrics. It's just to distract everybody from what's really going on. Because if we watch the stock markets and crypto markets, things are really moving in a obscure way lately. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is on the screen. This is Charlene Heal. Another one of her channels, Wealth, Spirituality, and a Mindset Shift is what she wants to bring us here. All of this content will be complementary to the original channel. Very similar. She could be indoors or outdoors, bringing us motivation and spiritual inspiration. Shorts bring us 5,400 and 6,600 views, and then live streams on the channel as well bring us a lot of relaxing content, similar to what we've seen before today with Rushing Wind Mountain, pleasing audio, pleasing visuals, for instance. And Sixpose is back. Thank you for another super chat. She's done that countless times before. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. Sixpose is back. Has actually been with us for probably 5 years by now.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
And thank you, Gloria's Platter. Have a safe flight. She's been a dear friend of ours for about the same amount of time as Sixpose is back. A lot of us, anybody could say came up together, right? A lot of us have been together literally that long that we've seen each other's channels grow from our first 100 subscribers up through our first several thousand. And Sixpose is back, is doing great right now, working on 5,800. This creator brings us into her life. That's literally what this channel is I wouldn't call it vlogging, because she's usually like doing one thing at a time. And she brings us indoors, outdoors. She takes us shopping. She does a lot of cooking. I'm just going to grab the latest video, though. I'm just going to see, they went to the pool to have some family fun by the look of it. She's got shorts on this channel that have gotten into, my dear goodness, I keep forgetting how many views she's got on some of these, but look at this, 21,000, 30,000, 37,000, 39,000, and one shorts video at 234,000. This is likely resulting in a lot of the growth for this channel, because she's been moving rapidly, right? And this is another example of one of those things like I was talking about earlier with Rainy Ridge, where they've got a shorts video that's really carried the channel. We're starting to hear more and more of these success stories. Just Jason Keto had a video a couple months ago that started to fly and started to pick up the whole channel. Curmudgeon, Alaska had an explosion Their channel's at about 50,000 subscribers now, and that just happened in less than a year. Live streams on Six Bows is back. I've caught her many times. She's doing a lot of members only content here, but this creator can be doing just about anything. She's could be at home, she could be taking us out on an adventure, and Six Bows is back as an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Also monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We'll spin the wheel, we'll get another channel ready to go. I see Wheat's Art is coming in, The Source and Crooked Peach have been added to the wheel. Crooked Peach is coming up right now. I'll get Wheat's Art on there. I know they've been doing a lot of live streaming lately, chasing watch hours. But we'll see what Wheat's Art has got going on for today. And we'll see what Crooked Peach has got going on right now.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
And then Crooked Peach on the screen right now is another channel. I've got to get to know their content, but they've got quite a bit of information on their About section. And so they moved out of the city by the look of it, starting over after 50, taught them an important lesson. They're learning to grow, cook, and preserve their own food, which is great to see. And trying to buy a lot of stuff from farms as opposed to grocery stores and things like that. I'm just going to grab the latest video here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to see what you've got going on there. I see they're doing some flowers with an ASMR type idea in the background there, some pleasing audio to go along with a video. And then shorts over here have gotten into 2,000, 2,100, 6,500 views on one of these, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. So they did this a couple days ago. They're usually on fairly frequently. We'll see if they're going to pick these back up. We've got notification bells on for every single channel, and we see that Crooked Peach is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and now working on 3,400 subscribers, which is great to see.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
So Broke But Bountifully Blessed Carol is up on the screen right now. They've been posting a bunch of videos over the last few weeks. I'm just going to grab the latest garden tour video. I'll put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to see what they've been growing there. I see they've got some a food haul going on here as well. And then it looks like they've got some cooking videos on the channel as well. I'm still getting to know Broke But Bountifully Blessed Carol. We see that they've got shorts on this channel. These have gotten into 1,000 views, 1,200 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel as well. So they just did one a few days ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. We got notification bells on for every single channel. We see it, there are 477 subscribers. They're going to have their 500 pretty soon. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. We know it's a important and exciting milestone in everybody's journey. And then Mountains to Sea Crew is coming up after Tuber Chat in another 25 minutes from now. We're going to go over to Blessing Through Connection, which is from Bless to Crochet. And they've got a live stream planned where we can continue connecting in a similar way to what we're going to do here. We have to learn about that channel. They've just set it up, but this will be their second live stream. We're going to look at Wheat's Art when we get back from another break here. So we'll go for our last break for today, 3.5 minutes or so. Right before we do that, I'm going to play one more clip. I talked about the idea that this channel's had a explosion, and we talk about that in their episode of our interview. Curmudgeon, Alaska, long ago passed their 10,000 subscribers.
When we talk about your channel and what you bring on YouTube, you're very forthcoming, you and Sarah both, about the idea that you want to share your life with everybody, which you do. Now, from what we've known each other quite some time now, I think it's getting on a couple of years. Forgive me if it's not longer than that, Rob. But what I see is authenticity
in your true willingness to share, my imagination tells me that the magic on your channel is that people who are thinking the way that you do find your content and it just clicks with them because they're like, yes, exactly. And that introduction video that you've got featured on the front page today is a perfect example. But I really want to know what you think, because I can have my impression looking through a screen at your content, but where do you think the magic comes in your channel?
We try to keep it as simple as possible. If you see some of our earlier videos, we had an intro, and we noticed we call it a hockey stick effect.
Okay.
Where the videos go like this and then flatline.
Yeah.
So we actually did away with any intros. I might talk for a couple seconds, but then it goes right into the video. And I think that's part of what's been helping, because I started right around the time that the channel really took off. And it seems to help a lot. Trying to add fluff, I don't want to do that. I want to see what's going on. You know, occasionally I might throw in a nice photo or a quick clip, but I don't focus. I want people to see exactly how we're doing it, how we're living, what we're doing, and how we're doing it. Because if I add fluff, you know, to me it's kind of taken it away.
Yes,
you know, I want to see, you know, the authenticity of what we're doing here, and not try to either over dramatize it or over simplify it.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing simple about being out here.
It doesn't seem like it, no.
And to dramatize it is just silly.
Yeah.
Because it's not real drama. I don't want nothing to do with it. You know, I want it to be real. I want it to be how Sarah and I are. And how you see us interact in our videos is how we interact together and off camera.
It seems that way. It really does. I think you both have, you know, we use the word charisma. It's not quite the right word, but you know what I mean. And I think people can get your authenticity. When you talk about the idea of intros, that's a great tip. I know a lot of our friends won't like to hear it, but when you take the intros out of your videos or cut them very, very short, the videos might do better. I've had the same success myself. Everything doubled, tripled, and quadrupled the second I took them off. right, we're just about back, and I am Betty J. Gathers, our beloved and dedicated moderator and member is in the house. I've also added the Stock Explorer and Super Rainbow Queen onto the wheel. I dropped a link, and that is for a new channel that comes to us from Blessed to Crochet. And she's going to do a different kind of live stream where we're going to be invited to connect in a similar way to what we do here in Tuber Chat. So I've set the link. We'll raid into that. We'll automatically redirect in another 20 minutes or so. And hopefully everybody will join us over there as well. When we look at the wheel, Philip Lemon is still on there. Down the Road is in the house. Good to see you here. And I'm going to try to rifle through a handful of channels now. I think we've gotten more than we usually do, so it's been a great day. We'll be back in 3 days again. Happy Canada Day, everybody. And we still got a little while, so we'll put as many channels on the screen as we can. Wheat's Art is up on the screen. This is a channel we know the creator as Wheat and Shaw, but here they're focusing on a specific type of art. You get that idea from some of the rollovers here, and especially when we start to look at shorts on this channel. Some of the more popular ones give us an idea about some of the art that they're focused on. Live streams on the channel, they've been doing quite a bit of these lately, chasing some watch hours, as you can see, some of these longer 10 and 11 hour live streams. And Wheat's Art is working on 1,200 subscribers. Wheat and Shaw is where we know this creator, and it's Pure Variety over here. Wheat and Shaw is they've changed the avatar there. This creator could be doing just about anything when we get into the channel. I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos that they've got here, and I see that they're working on 700 subscribers. They're literally going to have it any day now. When we look at Wheat and Shaw, the conversation can go anywhere once we get in there, and the creator is definitely a dynamic host, to say the least. When we get into shorts, 4,000, 4,500, 5,100 views, and then live streams on the channel as well, and they're live pretty frequently. It's been about a month, but they just did one a couple of days ago. Again, they're focused on that Wheat's Art channel, but we'll see what they're going to come up with. Let's spin the wheel, and we'll see who's up next.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
Betty J, I am Betty J Gathers, making me laugh right now, because I was just about to say something about PK Adventure Travels. They have to be amazed. I promise you, Just Jason Keto, probably the Stock Explorer, definitely Michael's Adventures and Scratch and Pete. They all know what it's like to be picked first and to be picked very last after 3 hours. We just never know how long it's going to take on the wheel. I think the source is the source 479. Yeah, there it is right there. See what I mean about the search results? I was whining about this earlier today when Izzy Pop was in here, because the source was coming up for us in the search results even up to 3 days ago. So why today are they farther down the search results when the channel's growing? They got 2,000 subscribers now. But I complain about this stuff all the time. So we're going to look at PK Adventure Travels next, because I am Betty J Gathers dropped a super chat specifically for them. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away as soon as those things happen. Then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Thank you, Mona Did What. I caught her for a live stream earlier today. She's always got a lively audience, and Mona Did What's always been a lot of fun. She's been with us for years as well. The source up on the screen right now. I mentioned this channel because they and Are You Locked In have been sending over a lot of friends lately, and that started as soon as the source found the channel, and I appreciate that. It's been a few months now. They got a different kind of video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now and see what they got going on there. You notice in their videos and on their thumbnails here, a lot of shout-outs for other creators, and then live streams as well. So they're live frequently. They're doing a lot of interviews, and they're going to introduce us to a lot of other creators, so you'll meet lots of friends when you're with the source or their friend Are You Locked In. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Great to see you already over 2,000 subscribers. No surprise, because they're so supportive to other people. And I appreciate all the friends you've been sending over and the time you've been spending as well.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Oh yeah, the Living Large with L crew. I often do things fairly subtly, like so, because I don't want to change the look of the thumbnail, but I've done that a couple times for things like Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, and Independence Day. You'll notice is red, white, and blue, a little bit different than our usual colors. PK Adventure Travels is up on the screen right now. Now, another channel in the chat named I Am Betty J Gathers is a beloved and dedicated moderator and member, and she's actually dropping a couple super chats here so that we will look at these channels. She's an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, as you can imagine. But we're going to look at the Stock Explorer next, because she's dropping a super chat to push them a little bit earlier. And I know Nora will be happy for that. PK Adventure Travels has had a long wait today. Ryan and Mel have been here from the beginning, so well over 2.5 hours. PK Adventure Travels, Ryan and Mel do a fantastic job. I was taken away with their channel right away, months ago, when they started coming into the Tuber Chat family, because they're so thorough with their descriptions of everything they do, whether it's ship tours or talking about excursions or amenities. They gave us a look at their camping trailer RV, which they just took to Disney and back, and they give us a look at how they make life more comfortable. They happen to be travel agents, so they can help us with our specifics when we're thinking about traveling. And then I see they've got a couple more videos. They're posting more and more, it seems. I don't know how they're posting so much. And then Ryan's got another series here. It's almost like a travel news idea, but these stories are something that most often they don't really age. Like, it's not like something he talks about and then 2 weeks later it's not relevant. It's the opposite. Ryan's building a catalog in this series of information that I think everybody who's going to travel needs. Really interesting stuff, things we might not think about that could give us headaches when we're thinking about going and traveling anywhere. They've got some shorts over here, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 views on some of these, and then live streams on the channel. They're live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be looking for that a couple of days from now, and we see they're working on 3,500 subscribers. We also see they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And yeah, it looks like they're giving us a lot of help. They're introducing us to other creators as well. There's Lucia and Glenn, but I think Ryan and Mel have had lots of StreamYard guests also. Hopefully everybody will connect with PK Adventure Travels. They're here with us every stream, as is the Stock Explorer, just about every single one. The Stock Explorer is another beloved and dedicated moderator and member.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
In another 10 minutes or so, we're going to go over and raid into Blessed Through Connection, which is a new channel from Blessed to Crochet, where we're going to be able to connect in a similar way to what we're doing here. The Stock Explorer up on the screen, this is Nora. This is a channel that's evolved over the last 5 years, and Nora's become a dear friend, somebody who definitely cares deeply about the YouTube journey and her fellow creators, including those of us in the Tuber Chat family. When we look at what the Stock Explorer has been doing, they started by talking about the stock markets and a little bit of crypto, often with product in hand, and they've always been forthcoming about their own investment plays. They actually do a lot of members-only posts for their community to let them know exactly what stock plays they're getting involved in or considering. The Stock Explorer's really expanded the content over the course of these years, and they've got a lot of variety on the channel. But they got into lottery ticket scratching a couple of years ago, and they've got a series right now called Scratching with Strangers, where they're literally meeting people for the first time and scratching lottery tickets with them. And of course, there's interesting stories to go along with those videos. Shorts are where Nora brings pure variety on this channel. Like most creators in the Tuber Chat family, regardless of category or niche, we see lots of variety bringing in subscribers through shorts videos, and these have gotten into 2,900, 4,400, one of them which we know still gets views at 14,000. And then we know that Nora's monetized here, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at the live streams, it could be friendly conversation, it could be a chance to get to know Nora with some channel updates, it could be a StreamYard panel full of guests, or it could be some lottery ticket scratch battling with other channels, and those could be very fast-paced and high energy. When we look at Nora's homepage, we see Tropical Buzz is another channel that they've got featured here, where they've got over 300 subscribers, and the idea is for them to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves. They happen to be in Florida, so they got lots of opportunity to grow lots of different things. And then shorts on the channel as well have gotten into, one of them 640 views, another one 630 views as well, which is great. So hopefully everybody will connect with Tropical Buzz, get that 300 locked in for them. I see LGGG Love coming into the chat. I've got you on the wheel, and thank you again, I am Betty J Gathers, for those super chats so that we could look at PK Adventure Travels and Tropical Buzz along with the Stock Explorer a little bit earlier than we might have.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
Super Rainbow Queen is another creator that joins us frequently. They happen to be a member, of course. We've always got members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I got to catch up with this channel, so I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. This is actually a highlight from a live stream, and then I see they've got some members-only content as well. They're working on 3,500 subscribers and obviously monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They let us know in their About section that they're doing Dollar Tree hauls and day in the life vlogs, as well as workouts, activities, and then other chats and other vlogs. When we look at some of the thumbnails, we get an idea of some of the variety, and then we're going to look at shorts videos and see that this creator's gotten into 3,000, 5,000, one over 20,000 views, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel as well, and they seem to be live frequently, almost daily as a matter of fact. Some of these are members only, but a lot of them are in the kitchen teaching us how to make some delicious looking content for ourselves, if we want to say that. I see some outdoor adventure there as well. Hopefully everybody will connect with Super Rainbow Queen. Like I said, monetize, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
LGGG Love is another channel that's just joined us over the last couple of months, but they got 626 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them on the road towards the 700 we know they're thinking about. And drop the link for the raid we're going to go for in a few minutes here. And that's a live stream, so it's already, the chat's running. Anybody can hop over anytime. I've already pinned the link as well. LGGG Love is going to bring us gardening more than anything else, and it looks like they've got a lot of information on their About section. Another creator who wants to inspire us to grow our own food, actually. And then I'm just going to grab this latest video talking about the history of the sunflower, apparently, and then shorts on this channel bring a little bit more variety, but they've gotten into 1,800, 2,400 views, 2,500 views on one of them, and then live streams on the channel as well. Up to a couple months ago, they've done a couple of these all outdoors. We'll see if they're going to continue those, and we got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, of course. About that wallet, good to see you in the house. Tori's Brain is here. They've been making frequent appearances. Philip Lemon is another longtime friend as well. It's been a while since we've seen their channel.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
Philip Lemon is a longtime friend. They've been with us for several years as well. More than anything, they want to bring us gameplay and some live streaming, but we see that they've got a couple of different things going on here. I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos. This one's from a couple months ago, but I'm going to get a chance to catch up here. And then this creator as well is going to bring us shorts videos, a lot of outdoor content here too. 1,500 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. This is where they're going to bring us more gameplay there. Stardew Valley, I talk about that all the time. And then blah is an interesting title for a video. Apex Legends, of course. Bitcoin Blast looks interesting to somebody like me. Call of Duty and other popular titles here. So Philip Lemon will give us more information on their about section. A diverse range of content is what they're preparing us for there. And then we'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Mona Did What is somebody who's been with us for years as well. She's a truly dynamic host, and she's got a lot of friends that join her on her channel for StreamYard panels. They're always creating and laughing. And I caught her for a live stream today. She's on the road to 10,000 subscribers. She is going to have it within not too long at 9,500 already, which is great to see. I'm just going to grab the latest video that she put out a few days ago. I'll put that in my catch-up list. I see she's got some members-only content as well, so obviously long monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Here's Mona. You get an idea of how fun she can be. She's always smiling, always laughing, getting into 10,000 and 15,000 views on a couple of those shorts videos, and then live streams on the channel as well. These are frequent, and I just caught her, like I said earlier today. She's always having a good time there, and friends coming in and out. She always has great things to say about us, and I appreciate that as well. Tori's Brain is dropping a super chat. He's done that countless times before. I'm going to put his channel on the screen right away. We always put super chatters and membership gifters on as soon as we see those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
And Foodie's Vacations, good to see you in the house as well. They've been doing a lot of live streaming lately also. When we look at Tori's Brain, we see 11,000 subscribers. This creator says, train your brain, unlock the code. And what you're going to find here are a lot of, how do I say, engaging games that you can participate with, and it's really cool. Things that you do in the chat come up on the screen, if you can imagine. Lots of word-based games, lots of mind-challenging type games. They got some shorts over here as well that have gotten into 30,000 and 52,000 views, my goodness. Then live streams on the channel, and this is where we see this creator more often than anything else, and this is where you can play those games like I'm talking about. It's always engaging, and the creator Tori's Brain does a great job of keeping up with the chat while these things are going on as well. We're going to spin just for fun. We know that Mountains to Sea Crew is coming up.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
So Mountains to Sea Crew is another channel I'm getting to know. They've been with us for a while, but they're working on 700 subscribers, monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they're letting us know they're going to travel both locally and by plane or ship. They're going to bring us all the secrets they learn, including tips and tricks for our own travels. I'm just going to grab the latest video that they've got here. I'll put that in my catch-up list. I see they've got another couple of premieres ready to go as well over the next few days and a week after that. When we dig through their videos, we see they're posting frequently, and then they've got shorts on the channel as well. These have gotten into almost 900 views on one of them, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel as well. So they got one coming up tomorrow. We can look forward to that, and hopefully I'll catch that. It's like right around my bedtime. It'll be the last thing I do tomorrow, but hopefully I'll catch you for that one. And then let's look at one more channel for today.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps fewer people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
So the next live stream is already running. That's from Blessed Through Connection. We can go over there and continue meeting other friends in a similar way to what we're doing here. That's a channel that's brought to us from Blessed to Crochet. And thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. Hopefully everybody will connect with all of our moderators. If you haven't already, they are all dear friends of mine, dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things we know is that these live streams and this channel, TuberChat, would not be what it is if it wasn't for their help. So I hope you will connect with them, get some of their support coming back to you, and thank them while you're there. I am Betty J. Gathers is one of those creators here as a beloved and dedicated member and moderator who's been with us for years. She does a lot of vlogging and talks about healthy eating, healthy living, basically living her best life over 60. She's got some shorts that have done really well featuring the creator herself, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and 10,000 views. Then she's got a few more at 13,000 and 15,000, and then live streams on the channel featuring a lot of different guests. She often is inspired by other creators like Crystal Sparkle to do a lot of interviews. I've been on her channel at least once, I think a couple of times actually, and I am Betty J. Gathers is truly a dynamic creator. So she dropped a couple of super chats earlier so that we could look at another couple of channels. But thank you, everybody. I'll make a quick exit right now. We'll go over and see this brand new channel called Blessed Through Connection. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Are you out there grinding day by day, creating your content, trying to find your way? You're dreaming big, but it's hard to stand. You need a crew who understands the plan. From your first of thousands up to the watch time grind, there's a place where creators come to shine. Join the wave, the movement, the vibe. With TuberChat, it's your time to thrive. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? TuberChat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. TuberChat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. The first 4,000 hours to the rising stars. TuberChat takes you far beyond the bars. No more struggling on your own. With the fam around, you're never alone. Exclusive perks for those who believe in the power of connection and what you can achieve. Your channel's your vision, we're here to help it grow. Join TuberChat, get in the flow. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? TuberChat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. TuberChat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. You've got the passion, You've got the drive. With Tuber Chat, your channel will thrive. So hit subscribe, join the team. Let's build each other up, live the dream. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise, together we're strong. So join the ride, it's time to shine. With Tuber Chat, success you'll find. Let's grow together, it's what we do. The future's bright when we rise with you.